messo gli occhi su di te, tu sei diversa e non lo sai, tu ballerini tra di noi, ma sono tristi gli occhi tuoi, è come sei, somigli un po' a me, ho messo gli occhi su di te, per una storia che non so, che vuoi nascondere ma che sta tutta là negli occhi tuoi, è come sei, somigli un po' a me. Balla, non pensiamoci, balla, divertiamoci, balla, sorridiamoci, balla, e diciamoci basta. Ho messo gli occhi su di te, tu sei diversa e non lo sai, qualcosa vuoi dimenticare, tu balli e non ti stanchi mai, è come sei, somigli un po' a me. Ho messo gli occhi su di te, tu sei diversa e non lo sai, tu ballerini tra di noi, ma sono tristi gli occhi tuoi, è come sei, somigli un po' a me. Ho messo gli occhi su di te, per una storia che non so, che vuoi nascondere ma che sta tutta là negli occhi tuoi, è come sei, somigli un po' a me, è come sei, somigli un po' a me, è come sei, somigli un po' a me.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to this, the 35th Facebook Live for Starfury Conventions. Good evening. Hope you're having a good day. I've got a little bit of a cold, so I'll be sniffing a bit and sneezing throughout the next half hour or so, in which I'm going to be letting you know what's going on with Starfury. Although tonight's Facebook Live will be mostly focused on our next event, Ultimates Legends, which is taking place next week. Yes, this time next week, we're going to be preparing for the opening ceremony. It's going to be taking place at 8 p.m. next Friday, when we'll be starting Starfury Legends. And Starfury Legends is a one-off event that we're putting on to celebrate the TV series DC's Legends of Tomorrow. We had some of the cast along at Starfury Ultimates Crisis last year, and they proved so popular. We've pulled together a huge chunk of the cast. It's one of the largest gatherings ever of the cast from the show, and probably it's going to be the largest you're ever going to see at a UK event, and a really unique opportunity. So if you're missing out on this, you've completely missed out. But for those of you who are attending, it's going to be a spectacular event. And those of you who've met some of the Legends cast before at our events or other events will know that these guests are absolutely insane. They're lots of fun, and we're going to have an absolutely awesome time in their company next week. And we have joining us Katie Lotz, the star of the show. We also have Jess McCallan. Also along, we have Nick Zano will be joining us, as well as Adam Seckman. We also have Matt Ryan along, who's a bit of a regular at Starfury events, plays John Constantine. Attending for the Sunday of the event will be Arthur Darvill, who's also known for Doctor Who, World on Fire, and many other things. We have joining us Amy Louise Pemberton. We've got Tala Ash. Maisie Richardson Sellers, and Mina Sundwall. So those are the guests for Starfury Legends taking place next week. We also have taking part as a bit of a bonus Nick Bishop, who appeared in a couple of episodes of Legends of Tomorrow. Sadly, previously advertised guest Olivia Swan has had to cancel her appearance at the event due to a change in her schedule. So Olivia Swan sadly isn't attending anymore, but we've still got a spectacular guest. That's a lineup. We've got 10 guests plus Nick Bishop. That means up to 11. It's going to be wild next week. We're going to have a great time. Now, the event is going to start off when you arrive at the event. We have registration. That's the first thing you've got to go through. You've got to register yourself at the event. And registration is going to be open from 3 p.m. We may open it a bit earlier, but we'll have it open by at least 3 p.m. on the Friday, and it's going to stay open until 7 p.m. So when you arrive at the event, you go to registration, and there you show your ticket, and in exchange, you'll receive your convention pack. Now, just so you also know, when I say you show your ticket, you don't have to print your ticket off. So you don't have to waste paper or anything like that. Instead, what you can do is you can show your ticket on your mobile phone or a tablet instead, save some trees. And once you've done that, you get your convention pack, which will include 2 posters. There'll be a 3rd poster if you're a gold ticket holder. You also get your convention badge, and you have to wear your convention badge at all times when you're in any of the convention areas, so people know that you've paid to be there. You'll also get a commemorative convention enamel pin. You'll get your convention program, which is a program with all the bios and photos of the guests, and you could maybe get that signed by them during the autograph session, or you could get one of your posters signed. You'll get an autograph ticket. Now, you have to hold on to that autograph ticket because it shows what autographs you have and haven't had. So when you go through for your autographs, you hand over the ticket to the PA for each guest, and they'll tick you off that when you get that guest's autograph. So you've got to look after your autograph ticket, and you'll also get a schedule as well, so you know what's going on during the event. So that's what you'll get at registration when you arrive. Now, I know some people won't be able to make it on Friday, so there's no need to panic. Registration will also be open on Saturday and Sunday, and it'll be open from 9 a.m. on the Saturday and the Sunday. So if you can't make it Friday evening, you'll still be able to register Saturday morning. Now, on the Friday, the main hall will open at between 7 to 7:30, and then we're going to have the opening ceremony, which kicks off the event, and the opening ceremony is going to be at 8 o'clock. After the opening ceremony on the Friday, we then have a meet and greet reception for the gold ticket holders only, and that runs for about an hour to 2.5 hours. And what happens with that is there's 20 tables with 10 attendees per table, and the guests come in and they spend some time on each table chatting to the attendees there. It's a great way to meet the guests and get to know them on a personal level at the start of the event, and it's the real reason to go for a gold ticket for any event. While the meet and greet's going on, we'll be starting the disco, and the disco is going to go until 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's going to be a themed disco, and the theme for that disco is the Time Traveler's Ball. So that's how it's going to look for the Friday, give you an idea of what to expect if you haven't done a Starfury event before. Now, as I previously said, registration opens again on the Saturday morning and also the Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for those who couldn't make it on the Friday. And on the Saturday and the Sunday morning, we have photo sessions in the morning, and they're going to run from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. And that's when you can get your photo ops with the guests. Now, from 12 noon until 6 p.m., there's going to be the autograph sessions going on and also the guest talks. Now, for the autograph sessions, attendees will be called up by their ticket number. So what you do is you go for your guest talk, you watch the guest talk, we'll have the ticket numbers come up on the big screen so you know when to go and get your autographs, and then you can come back after that and watch the rest of the guest talk. But you keep your eye on the big screen during the guest talks just to see what happens and when your number's called up for autographs. Now, just to note, for the guest talk, the SAG after strike is still going on. We had hoped it was going to be resolved by this point, especially as the writer strike is now being resolved, but the actor strike is still going on. And as part of the strike rules, actors are not allowed to talk directly about struck shows. And that's basically a show that's covered by the Screen Actors Guild. And because they're on strike, they're not allowed to promote any shows they've worked on. Now, we have to adhere to the Screen Actors Guild rules. And so, what we're going to unfortunately that does mean is the guests won't be permitted to talk directly about the shows or a show like Legends of Tomorrow during their guest talk. They can't talk about past work or anything like that that's deemed as a struck show. However, we found at our Supernatural event, Crossroads 7, last month, and we found at Starfury Witch Bomb back last August that the guest talks actually became a bit more interesting and personal as a result of this. So think up some interesting questions. And one of the things that we're going to do during the guest talk is we've had some exclusive badges made up so that everybody who asks a question, they get a free badge, very unique Starfury badge, as just a thank you for sticking by the strike rules during that. Now, after that, in the daytime, we've got the autographs and the guest talks. Then in the evening, on the Saturday, in the Saturday evening, we have the costume competition. It's going to be at 8 p.m. And that's followed by a disco. And the theme for the Saturday night disco is back to the 70s. Now, on the Sunday, after the guest talks and autograph sessions, the event itself will come to a close with the closing ceremony, which is going to run from 6:30 until 7 p.m. So that's when the event itself finishes, will be about 7 p.m. Then there's going to be a final party. The theme for that one is the Rocky Horror Show, and that'll finish off the event at 2 o'clock. We have a thing at 2 o'clock called the Survivors Photo, where everybody's left gets together for a photo. But that's a basic structure of how the event's going to run. Give you an idea, if you haven't done a Starfury event before, of what to expect. Now, I'm currently finishing off the schedule at the moment, so sometime over the weekend or the beginning of this week, I'll have emailed to all ticket holders a more detailed list of what's going on at the event and what to expect. Now, finally, the last thing to bring up is that we have photo shoots available to purchase. Now, if you purchased a photo with Olivia Swan, as I've said, she's unfortunately had to cancel on the event. So what you have to do is you've got to go into Grotix, and one of the things you can do is you can swap it for a different photo op. Now, Grotix doesn't allow you, we can't do this unfortunately, it doesn't allow you to swap it for a photo op that's cheaper, but you can swap it for a photo op that's the same price or a photo op that's more expensive, paying the difference. So if you can get your Olivia Swan photo ops swapped over. However, if there's nothing you want to swap it for, then you just leave it, and either this Wednesday or Thursday, but before the event itself, they're all going to be all the ones that haven't been swapped over will be refunded, so you'll get a full refund on that and get your money back. We had a couple of people panicking, but one thing to remember with Starfury, every time we have a guest cancel, we've always been pretty good and pretty quick and upfront on getting refunds done on pre-booked photo ops if a guest cancels. So, and if you haven't got your photo ops yet, you should go online and get them ordered soon. So anyway, that's how it's all looking for Legends of Tomorrow next week. It's a week away. It's going to be an amazing event. I hope to see a lot of you there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Great to be back at the Hilton. So that's our next event, only a week to go, and that's Starfury Legends. Now, we've got one more event taking place this year, and that's Starfury Destiny. And Starfury Destiny, it's not like your usual event. Starfury Destiny, it's a 2-day celebration of New Year's Eve. So basically what Destiny is just a New Year's Eve party for the convention family. And as a way of giving something back and saying thank you for all your support over the year for Starfury, if you've bought a ticket for a Starfury event in 2023, then you can get a free ticket to Starfury Destiny. And that's a 2-day New Year's Eve party taking place the 30th and 31st of December at the Renaissance Hotel Heathrow. If you look at what other places charge for a New Year's Eve party, and we're giving our tickets away for free to give our thanks to the convention community. If, however, you didn't attend a Starfury event or buy a ticket for a Starfury event in 2023, but still wanted to come on down and spend time with your convention family, then you can purchase tickets. They're available on Grotix for about £30, which I think is very reasonable for a New Year's Eve party. Now, it's just supposed to be a party, and it's not supposed to be a proper type of event, but we do have joining us Gareth David Lloyd, who many of you will remember from the television series Torchwood, and he was also in Warehouse 13 and many other things. And Gareth David Lloyd is going to be joining us. He'll be there at the party. We're doing a guest talk and some photos and autographs. We'll have one or two other guests along maybe as well to help join in the party. But it's going to be a fun event. That's our last event for 2023. So after that, that brings us on to our next event, and that's Starfury Lux 3, our third event for the TV series Lucifer. I've got a little trailer I've thrown together. It's not fully finished, but I'll just play it anyway. So that's Starfury Lux. That's our celebration of the television series Lucifer, our third event for that show. And guests we have joining us include Lauren German. We also have joining us DB Woodside, as well as Amy Garcia, Rachel Harris making her first appearance at a UK event. Also Imbar Lavi, again, first time at a UK event. We have Lindsay Gort joining us, and this is her first time at a convention. We have the show's creator, producer, Joe Henderson, and his co-creator, co-producer, Ildi Madrovich. So that's how it's looking for Starfury Lux 3 at the moment. No real new news for you on that. About 60% of the tickets are now gone for that. So if you want to join us, make sure you book up soon. You can book your hotel rooms. If you go on the website, we have the link to book hotel rooms, and we also have the link to book photo ops, so you can do those now. So we have that Starfury Lux. Then a month later, we go straight into our next event, and that's dealing with a brand new show for us, and that is Shadow and Bone. Shadow and Bone is a very popular show on Netflix, based on a series of extremely popular books. And we have some great members of the cast joining us. We have the series lead, Jessie May Lee, will be along for that event. We also have Archie Renault will be joining us. We have Freddie Carter. We have Kit Young, Amita Suman, and Dean Lennox Kennedy. So that's the guests for Starfury Into the Fold. Is taking place from the 1st to the 3rd of March at the Renaissance Hotel Heathrow. Now, I had been hoping to have the booking link for you guys. I've been promised it this week by the Renaissance. The Renaissance have now told me they're going to have the booking link ready for me next week. So what I'm going to do, as soon as I get the booking link, and provided I get it before Wednesday evening when I go up to the Hilton Birmingham, what I'm going to do, as soon as I get that booking link, we're going to email it first to all attendees. So everybody's got a ticket for the event gets the booking link for 48 hours in advance of everybody else, so they can get their bookings in first, and then we'll put it straight up on the website. But the hotel booking link should be up for that next week, and we're going to be looking at the end of November for putting photo ops and fan meets on sale for that event. So that's Starfury into the fold. It's our first event for the television series Shadow and Bone, so I hope I see some of you along for that. And after that, that comes up to our next, probably our biggest event of the year, and that's our Supernatural. That's Starfury Crossroads 8, our next event for the television series Supernatural. That's also going to be, we've incorporated the boys and the Winchesters into it as well. Now that event's taking place from the 26th to the 28th of April at the Hilton Metropole Hotel, Birmingham. We're actually edging towards 90% of the tickets being sold out. Very few tickets left for this event. The hotel is completely sold out on the Friday. I've been sorting out with the hotel. They're going to make some rooms available at the convention rate for the Saturday and the Sunday, which they should be releasing next week. But sadly, all the Friday, it's completely sold out for the Friday. We've got an amazing selection of guests from Supernatural, but also ones who've crossed over with the boys and also the Winchesters. And we have joining us Nathan Mitchell. He's appeared on Supernatural, but is probably best known as Black Noir on The Boys. We also have Christian Keys, who has been on both Supernatural and The Boys. We have the incredible Stephen Williams, who was Rufus on Supernatural, but he's been on The X-Files, 21 Jump Street, so much stuff. Wonderful guest. We have Toma Capone, Frenchie from The Boys. He did our last two Solely Boys event. He's absolutely awesome guest. We have Karen Fukuhara, who, as well as The Boys, was also in the film Suicide Squad and also Bullet Train. We have the star of the Winchesters for her first UK event, Meg Donnelly. We've got Rob Benedict, who played Chuck on Supernatural, and he'll be joining the cast of The Boys for Series 4. We have Alexander Calvert joining us, main cast on Supernatural, but he's also currently on Gen V. We've got Jim Butcher joining us. Got to have Jim along for an event, and it's got to be a Starfury Supernatural. So, of course, Mark Shepherd will be along. So that's how the guest lineups are looking at the moment. There's more to come. I had been hoping to announce a guest tonight, but the confirmation hasn't quite come through just yet. But there's further guests being worked on. But if you're happy with the lineup as it is, you really should get your tickets very soon, because they're not going to be available for much longer. Now, after the Supernatural event, we have our next Ultimates event, which is a mixture of DC and Marvel superheroes. And that event's going to be taking place from the 14th to the 16th of June at the Hilton Metropole in Birmingham. And the first guests we have joining us, we have Angelica Washington, who's in the TV series Stargirl. We also have Nicole Maines, who played Dreamer on Supergirl. We have Catherine McNamara, who was in Arrow, although most of you will know her best for Shadowhunters. And we also have Brett Bassinger, who's the star of Stargirl. We've got a couple of other guests confirmed, but I don't want to announce them until next week at Ultimates. There's still gold tickets available for this one. There's also still gold tickets available for our Shadow and Bone event. So all the other events, the gold tickets are gone, but you can get gold tickets for Ultimates Amalgam still, and you can get gold tickets for Into the Fold. So that's our Marvel DC event, and I said that's going to be taking place on the 14th to the 16th of June. Now, after that event, we then have Starfury Highlanders, and that's going to be our celebration, and it's going to be our 7th celebration of the television series Outlander, and it's always hugely popular. And this event's going to be taking place from July the 19th to the 21st at the Hilton Metropole Hotel in Birmingham. Just excuse me. Little Cole playing up at the moment. So that's going to be taking place from July 19th to the 21st at the Hilton Hotel in Birmingham. Got some great guests headed up by David Berry, who plays Lord John on the show. It's one of the most popular characters to have along. We also have Sophie Skelton joining us. And we also have joining us Ed Spaliers, who was just recently also in Picard. So those are the first 3 guests. We're going to be having many, many more guests from this. Ticket sales have gone really well for this. It's actually already outsold this year's Outlander event. So ticket sales are doing very well. Gold tickets have already gone. We're very close to half sold on this. So this one is doing very well. And we should be announcing more guests soon. And the hotel booking isn't up yet, but I should have that soon as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing the Outlander fans back again next July. Now, after that, our next event after that is an event that's been a long time in the making. It was the first event postponed after the pandemic, and that's Starfury Red Dragon 6. And that's our event for the television series Hannibal. And that's going to be taking place from the 2nd to the 4th of August at the Radisson Blu Hotel in Heathrow. And the first confirmed guest for this event is Caroline Davernus. This is going to be her first ever convention appearance, and she was the female lead on Hannibal. So I think having her along is a big deal. She was always very wary of attending events, but she's heard such good reports from the rest of the Hannibal cast. Now she's very excited to meet all of you guys. Now, the good news is about us being back at the Radisson is that we now have tickets available. And with the refunds we've given as well, for those who can't make the new dates, tickets are now back on sale for this event. So if you do want to attend this event, tickets are now on sale. There was another guest I was supposed to hear about this week. So I hopefully should be able to announce them in the next week or so. The main people who I know you want to see, they're now aware of the dates and we're working on that. But that's our Hannibal event, and that's taking place on the 2nd to the 4th of August. Now, the week after that, and still in Heathrow, but at the Renaissance Hotel in Heathrow, from the 9th to the 11th of August, we've got Starfury Witch Bomb 2. And that's going to be covering Motherland, Fort Salem, and Warrior Nun. And that's going to be taking place at the Renaissance Hotel. We don't have any guests to announce just yet. It'll be in the new year, about January, February period. I'll start announcing guests hard and fast for that event, but that's 9th to the 11th of August. That's the last show that we have dates set for. Now, I hope to be announcing very soon, within the next couple of weeks, a new Starfury Invasion in Starfury Invasion 2024. There's also the possibility of Starfury Crossroads 9 around September, October period. I'm 50-50 about it because the supernatural markets become suddenly quite convoluted in the UK. So I'm not too sure whether to do a second supernatural event next year or just leave it at the one. So I'm going to have to gauge what the demand is. So I can't really guarantee Crossroads 9 at the moment, but there is going to be an Invasion 2024, and that's going to be announced soon. So that's it for tonight. Tonight's event, Facebook Live, was just really to give people a primer for Starfury Legends next week. So I hope I see some of you at Starfury Legends next week. If I don't see you at Starfury Legends, why not come down to Starfury Destiny? You can get a free ticket, and that's going to be quite a party. If you're a fan of the boys, if you caught up with the final episode of Gen V today, then go on our Twitter account. We've got a competition going on right now on Twitter for you to win 2 signed Funko Pops, signed by Jack Ryan and Nathan Mitchell. So just go on our Twitter account and have a look at that. But that's it for tonight. Those of you I'm seeing at Legends, looking forward to seeing you then. I'll probably have another Facebook Live update in November because there should be some more proper announcements coming then. But thanks for joining us tonight, and have a good evening. And if I just press the right buttons, take care, guys.
Yeah.